So I go out to center court. I even gave it to you. He said, "Oh, you can have it. You'll never make it."
Watch what he did.
Such a teacher there.
Here, I'll learn. Watch what he did.
Just a.
Melissa. That's not fair. Look at this guy.
Two Zacks, almost too dark.
Look at these two Zacks. Look at that. Look at your grandpa. Look at your grandpa.
I have fruit, but I gotta get a Bud Light.
What's that?
Something like onion mushroom sauce.
I'll have chicken.
I think I'm going to go with the steak.
Ribeye steak or sauteed chicken.
Fried up.
No, they're all going to be medium.
And I took that on the steak.
I get one that's, there's one in the batch. There's usually one or two that looks like it's more well done than the other.
I'll take this. Sauteed chicken.
Excuse me, I'll be right back.
There's a mall, a shop. They don't really have
Make it take
This guy here.
take her away from your mama. Yeah. Well, we can go to the mother. Take that little room and play. Yeah. Big house.
Pick one for you guys, one for the kids, one for my mom, my dad.
And then it gets to the last word.
You got an agenda here or what's going to happen?
We're gonna eat and drink,
Then what?
party and be merry.
I mean,
Then we're gonna get. Then after we eat and drink, Erica and Matt are gonna wrestle, mud wrestle. We are aware. You're in your wedding. At the church.
Carrie Ann, how do you
We're gonna do the Macarena tonight.
I've got a
Where's my mom
1-hour
say the
speech
Macarena?
tonight.
No, we're
You
not
do?
gonna do that.
As long as I don't have to
And
say
you're
anything.
part of it.
No, as long as I don't have to say
You
anything.
will be involved. Right?
No.
Yeah, I've got you in my speech.
I saw your...
Girl Paul said I was supposed to have an hour presentation.
You will be in trouble if he makes me stand up and say something.
Oh, you have to.
No.
That's part of the...
No, Carrie didn't. No.
I've had him for about 30 minutes on here.
Help me out,
$25
Carrie.
for this tape.
It's worth it. It's worth it. Attend his wedding, then you can play the tape back. This is your first wedding.
Hey, I've never seen that tape. I've never seen your tape. I want to see your tape when he's up there at your wedding. You got that one where we're all partying?
Yes. Okay, thank you.
The height behind me.
I'm familiar with the major ones.
This is a small one.
Yeah. She's got she knows of a small one that her favorite is a real small
It's dark in
one.
here, you won't show up for it.
Yeah, sure.
I got to prepare for my first grade campaign.
Isn't that awesome?
It was fun. And then went to Nyack.
That's mine. I don't know. Oh, you brought okay.
And of course, here.
This is Channel 5 KSDK.
Has that date on it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Home of the St. Louis Cardinals, a team that swept the Astros several times. And we've got Mark Ingram, straight. And we have Mark Ingram, straight from Houston, Texas, home of the Nashville Possums, and also who used to be known as the Houston Oilers, and the Houston Rockets that win championships, but no one goes to their games.
That is.
Oh, I'm getting you back, aren't I?
Yeah, you are. But that's okay. The Cardinals haven't won the division yet.
Yeah.
You know what? After I told you we weren't talking magic number, the next day on the radio in the morning, they said the magic number is 7.
It's now 5.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
what has that little V in it?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're on.
Yeah.
Tell them if they don't know somebody, go over and ask them.
Is that what Landon Guy was? Oh, she's doing it. I don't know. The camera's right there. Oh, I
We
don't
were close at Lamb Mackay, weren't we, Mark?
Yes, she does. You look too good, Lori, not be on
Kevin,
film.
weren't we close at Lamb Mackay?
How close were you, Jeff? Good graphic research, Jeff. Just how close were you?
Kevin, I used to sleep in bed with him. Kevin, I think you have a story about when your bed was against the wall and you were between the wall and your bed. You remember that? He had these chains that hang down from the wall, you know, on an angle, and he had his bed and the chains.
Well, we get the show on the road. Carol informs me that she and I are the hosts, so I have certain duties that I should perform here this evening. And she called me at work this morning and said, now, being the host, you're supposed to, have this hour speech and so forth for the group. And so again, I want to welcome everyone here, and of course, this is the marriage of Jeff and Carrie, and the merging of all of us as a family and extending our family. And I talked to several of you around the groups, and they said this is kind of like a family reunion. There's different groups here. This is the first time I've seen my sister's grandson, and they just met. But I was looking, when I saw pictures of him, he had black hair, and now it's kind of getting on the blonde side. I said, that's the way I was. When I was born, I had perfectly black hair, and about 3 years old, became blonde, and it turned dark, and now it's going back to blonde again. So it's kind of a great. So there, it's a cycle that you go through. I hope everyone's had a chance. I know there's a lot of people here that I've met for the first time, and I think I've got around pretty well around everyone. But if some of you have, we was going to have an introduction of guests, but Carrie and that's another thing probably we've got now. We have all these names. We got 2 Carries, 2 Jeffs, and now 2
Zachariah.
2 Zachs, my grandson and my sister's grandson. And you said there's 2 Cindys now on your side of the family, right? And who else have I left
There's
out?
actually 3 Zachs, because my friend Pat, who I'm the godfather of, he's a Zachariah.
So we're getting a lot of Zachs, a lot of Jeffs, and a lot of Carries. So hope this next generation we can change some of these names around. But like I said, my wife called me at about 8 o'clock this morning and said that I should make this speech and have some thoughts. Well, so as I was driving down there about an hour and a half in my pickup, I started thinking about things, and things came to mind like, a son's a son until he takes a wife, and a daughter's a daughter all of her life. And so I started saying, well, You mean when they get married, I've lost a son? But some of the things that I thought about, I'll just share with you as I was coming down the highway there was, you know, I think sons are special gifts that are given to dads from God. Of course, fathers have these dreams, you know, of having a son, you know, and some of the reasons, I guess, are, you know, to carry on the family name, like the Kullmanns, carrying the Kullmann name on, but we also gave him an extra burden of carrying on my name. We gave him the middle name of Donald, so, and I try to point that out to him a lot. It's been pointed out several times in the past due to the fact that I've been writing him a lot of checks over the last few years, and so I would always write on there, Jeffrey Donald Kullmann. So hopefully that will maybe taper off a little bit.
I doubt it.
But probably another reason that, you know, fathers dream of having sons is, you know, to kind of share their childhood or relive their childhood, I guess you'd say. And I started thinking about the things, you know, how I grew up on the farm and how he grew up in the city and how some of the
City?
The city.
The city. Harlanville.
We live apart for 35 years.
54 years.
5,000 meter huge city.
Similar things. And also, some of the other things is sharing adventures together, like I was thinking of things that we've, you know, over the years, some of the things like taking him to his first haircut, taking him to the first time to the dentist, taking him first time to the emergency room time and time, buying his first tennis shoes and his first car. Some of the other things like putting out his first neighborhood fire and keeping it from spreading. So I have all these kind of these memories came back, and also, you know, watching him grow and mature, not only physically but emotionally and spiritually, and also watching him, you know, pick his friends, and then came down to picking his wife. And so I hope that saying about, you know, son's a son until he picks a wife. We hope, Jeff, that you will still be considered my son. Carrie, we want to welcome Carrie into our family as well as her extended family. And several times over the past several months, in fact last Saturday, it was mentioned about Carrie's cooking, or lack of. And of course I can go along, I understand this, or I can, because when I got married, Carol, I had to teach her how to cook also. And so, Carrie, we go up here in a second. I've got a special presentation for you.
Now she's nervous.
I told her she would have to have about a 5-minute speech. But you know, at our church, we're building an education wing. And today, one of the fundraisers was to develop a cookbook. And in this cookbook, they've asked for a lot of the members' favorite recipes, and so we have a lot of the members who have put in recipes, and of course I shared one of mine, and I was thinking today, well, this particular recipe, this will not be intimidating to you. You know, I have other recipes in here that are really fancy, you know, and someday I'll show you how to make them, but there's one in here that it's in breads and soup, salads, and vegetables. I've got this sign in this. Should have marked it here. It's got to be appetizer and beverages. So it's
It's under toast.
Yeah, but
Rams
and rolls,
She's been around
okay.
for 3 years. He doesn't.
this is my contribution to the Zion Lutheran Church recipe book. Toast. Now follow this motion. Okay, I have to take my glasses off. These are what you need, you know, to start with, the ingredients and the equipment. You need 2 slices of bread, white, whole wheat, rye, or raisin. You need 1 standard 2-slice electric toaster. Follow me so far? Okay, now this is the recipe. You make sure toaster is plugged into wall outlet. Drop slices of bread into the toaster slots and depress the gizmo. You understand so far? When toast pops up, serve with butter, jelly, and so forth, or under cream chip beef. You know what that is? We had a name for it in the Army. Or chicken. Recipe may be doubled for a 4-slice toaster. Now I hope you'll be able to share that with me. The other thing that was in here is kind of a, I paid $7 for this, so I'm going to get as much mileage out of it as possible. They have a recipe in here for life that I thought was kind of neat that I'd like to share with you. 1 cup of good thoughts, 1 cup of consideration for others, 2 cups, Jeff ought to be up here also, 2 cups of sacrifice for others, 3 cups of forgiveness, 1 cup of kind food, 2 cups of well-beaten thoughts. Mix these thoroughly and add tears of joy, sorrow, and sympathy for others. Flavor with little gifts of love, fold in 4 cups of prayer, and raise the texture to great heights of Christian living. After pouring all into your daily life, bake well with the heart, with the heat of human kindness, and serve with a smile. And so, I'd like to give you this book, and welcome to our family. I'd like to turn the program over to Mark, who will...
Oh, no.
I had 2 or 3 toasts, but I want to turn it over to Mark, because he's got several.
I'd like to raise my glass to Jeff and Carrie. Jeff I've known for 6.5 years. It's been a wonderful friendship, and I'm looking forward to many more years, and I'm looking forward to getting to know Carrie even better than I already have. Y'all are a wonderful couple, and I wish y'all the best of luck. This is to you.
Cheers.
Ding, ding.
Cheers. Cheers. Down ahead. What's that?
Give me Joe.
Very good. Mark, do you like it?
That's my style.
Stop like I did.
I gotta save some for tomorrow too, Jeff.
I really don't want to have a term because I cry every time I speak in public. Try not to do that. So I have a lot of things that I've been thinking about saying. I guess what I'd like to say most. So forgive me for not looking at you.
Look at the floor.
That's what I was
Look at the
I'll
deer.
go in the other
Look at the deer.
So, you know, it's a cliche that that it takes a village to raise a child, I guess. But I do believe that it takes family and friends to raise a marriage. And, you know, tomorrow, I mean, besides the union of the 2 of you, It's the union of all of us too. You know what? I think I need to talk a little bit. So, I mean, I guess the message that I really want to say is for you tomorrow, both of you, that even though we're there to witness the vows that you're making, and even though we're there to celebrate, we're also there to share in the commitment that you're making. And, sorry, I don't know why. And I hope that you feel that tomorrow. I guess I wanted to say too that you guys feel the power of that and what an awesome thing that is that you're bringing all these people together starting tomorrow forever. And that's a really powerful thing, and that we're all sharing in the commitment that you make tomorrow. And I hope you feel that tomorrow when you're walking down the aisle, and I hope that you feel that. I know. Thanks, Christy. I want water for the occasion.
We'll do the same to you guys.
Now it's your turn, Carrie.
It's your turn. Carrie?
You can get back now, Carrie.
I'll say something. Because I like to talk.
I was about to say, pass that up.
I'm glad you all came tonight. This is, of course, one of the greatest things that ever happened to me. Carrie is my best friend, always will be. Anyway, sorry about that. Christy gave me a little of that or something. A little of that wind over there. Bad wind too. But when I want to talk about my wedding party, I better wait. I just want the guys to know that I picked. Yeah. Need more sleep from last night. You guys are the greatest friends, and I mean that. Yeah, if I had it my way, you guys would all be my best man. That was worse than your wedding. Yeah, it was. That was rough. I need to nap.
Did you hear the one about the sales?
Somebody clean rooms.
Don't play it
Every time. School, Mark's wedding, my wedding.
Yeah, the cardinals, not what they're doing.
That's I need to carry it.
Carrie and you're together.
This is other people that want to have it. Does anyone else have a presentation? Carrie, it's up to you. You're next. You're going to do it. Go for it. What were you going to do?
We were just going to pass out some things
You're
for our,
gonna pass out?
for our attendants to thank them for being a part of our school today.
Speak up.
I just did.
There,
Oh, no, I didn't.
this way we can introduce everyone who's at our wedding. My dad is a scripture reading, and this present has a little special meaning, something he can wear and show his true pride of a team that I know he loves. This is for my Uncle Rudy, who's also reading a scripture, and this is the proof that he is now a true St. Louisan. He's from Chicago. You probably have an idea what this might be, but now that he's a St. Louisan,
Open this up.
yeah, I want everyone to see you open this. Both of you. There's a card on the front too. John, what you got there?
Oh, yeah.
Jeff, I don't know how to thank you.
Every year he and I have a bet since I was a little kid. Who would pitch with a better record, the Cardinals or the Cubs? And I think he owes me about $1,000.
That's neat. Thank you.
You gotta put it on.
I can't thank you enough, Jeff.
And my dad, I got him this because he's always, as a lot of you guys know, I'm a huge Blues fan. I mean, my heart is blue, and I love Blues hockey. And he's always told me hockey.
Walter Matthau.
He's always said that hockey was lucky. There's no skill. It doesn't take anything to be a hockey player. So I thought I'd get him a special gift.
Rudy, which one is Jack Lemmon?
Let's see.
Not Dawn. Let me tell you.
I thought they were both Burgess Meredith.
Take care of him on the Thanks a lot, Jeff.
No problem.
We turn all our responsibilities.
Go there and you're done for the night.
Yeah.
I think you got the
You gotta read it. Oh my goodness, Usher, read the back of your card. There's a little sports tribute. Point of view. I like my wrapping.
Come here, Jacob.
Just set it down for me. What'd you get?
I don't know.
Full of cards.
But I know what Sally bought. I don't know what I have. Oh, wait, here, let me tell you that's yours.
Did she pick them all out?
No, she just picked hers out. Okay, this is yours. It's not like a thank you, Gabriel. Here, Vince.
There you go. Look what Uncle Jeff has for you. I've got presents for you.
No, you got it.
Carrie.
Wow, look at that.
You gotta open
I think it was on the envelope. Look on the envelope. I think it was yours.
Yeah, I got it over there. Not supposed to. But either, I got some Franny on mine.
No, I can't. Okay. What's it say?
Way to go, Mr. Redenbacher.
Wow.
You put beer in there.
Here you go. Here's your
I was just messing with the tie. Trying to be tacky. Nice.
Your friends are really good.
like that.
Comments or Put this in my freezer.
Before he opens it. Gary, you guys are gonna be picking that stuff up. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
I like to think that I do a little bit of a better wrapping job than Jeff. What do you got? Yeah. I see him wrap presents. He uses like a roll on a little He just keeps wrapping one. It's a little mug with his name and the date. Oh, that's so cute. You got those shot glasses? I know. They're ready.
Double cross chocolate.
Lone Star. But she's right now, I think.
Was it here? Is it necklace? What are you doing? Guys, see your car?
Make this the end of our formal presentation. Just visit, enjoy, and here again, thank you for sharing space with all of us. And we'll all see you at the church tomorrow at 7 o'clock, right? Is that the way? 7 o'clock?
Thank you very much, Jeff.
No problem. The least I could do for all your help.
Wonderful, thank you.
For all the people involved in the wedding, they're supposed to be there at 6 o'clock.
Might be there at 8.
They're supposed to be at 5.
My mom will be going